So, Rick, does LeBron belong in the MVP conversation?
No, by his own admission, he does not. I like that LeBron has a sense of reality, that the Lakers are not winning enough. 2019 is not winning enough for him to be in the MVP conversation. There are 5 slots on the ballot. I've been a voter for many years now, and I will be again this year. Five slots, and if I had to fill it out today, I've already got 6 names that I got to choose from, and LeBron is not one of them. I've got KD, I've got Steph, I've got CP3, I've got Ja, I've got Giannis, and who am I missing? And DeMar DeRozan. All of those guys are playing instrumental roles for teams that are far, far better than LeBron James. And if I had to go to the 500 teams, I might even have to give Nikola Jokic the edge over LeBron James. He is extraordinary. It's extraordinary what he's doing at the age of 37. But and if there was a senior tour for the NBA, he would be leading the MVP race. He would be in the heart of that. In fact, he would be a runaway when it comes to that. But there is no senior tour in the NBA. It's only in golf. So no, he's not in the conversation. And what I appreciate about LeBron James is he knows he's not in the conversation unless something changes with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Rick, you don't like to grade on a curve, and you like that we answer the question.
Yes, correct.
Answering the question, does he belong in the conversation? Yes. Should he be at the top of the MVP race? No. Will he win the MVP? Likely not. But there's a difference between being in the conversation and actually winning the MVP. For example, Jonathan Taylor, right, is absolutely in the NFL MVP conversation. But when you look at the bulk of the season, first 4 out of his first 5 games, he had less than 65 yards rushing. We look at the entirety of the situation when we evaluate for MVP. So yes, it's fair. They're not winning enough for him to be at the top of the MVP race. But to be in the conversation is absolutely fair. Stop me if you've heard this before. Anthony Davis is hurt. Stop me if you've heard this before. Russell Westbrook not playing winning basketball. The reason why the Lakers are even viable is because of LeBron James. And LeBron James' numbers are better than some of his previous MVP years dating back 2009, which is a while ago. I graduated college in 2009. That was a long time ago. And the grading on the curve part that I mentioned, he's one of 3 players averaging 27, 7, and 5 this season. The other 2 are Durant and Giannis, who are on your MVP ballot right now. So there's no need to grade on the curve or talk about him being old. He's right there with them, 27, 7, and 5. What he's doing is wildly impressive, and he is keeping the Lakers alive.
What he's doing is wildly impressive. And yes, he's keeping them alive. But our issue is not in terms of grading on a curve. Our issue is in the conversation. For me, you're in the conversation, you have a chance of winning it. He has, as it stands, no chance of winning it. No chance of winning MVP. He's having a great season. He's having MVP-like numbers. But again, maybe the distinction is, can we talk about it? Yeah, we can talk about LeBron James having an MVP-like season. But he's in the conversation to actually win it. He's not in that. He's not in that conversation.
Hey, Rick, you my boy, but I got to come at you. It's what Joy said. Being in a conversation.
Come at me, TJ.
And actually winning it. So you just said, if you're in a conversation, you actually have a chance to win it. DeMar DeRozan doesn't have a chance to win it. Ja Morant does not have a chance to win it. And so you just said that they were in the conversation. Neither one of those guys actually have a chance to win it. The MVP always goes to the top player on one of the top 2 teams. Ja Morant will not win MVP. DeMar DeRozan will not win MVP. What LeBron is doing is nothing short of remarkable. He also will not win MVP, but being in a conversation, absolutely.
TJ, if the Bulls end up with the best record in the Eastern Conference, which I'm not saying that they
won't,
but they have it. But they have it right now, and that's why DeMar DeRozan is in the conversation because of what they're doing right now. The Memphis Grizzlies, for where they are, I believe top 4 seed, that's close enough to have him in the conversation right now. We're not talking about down the line. talking about right now. Should LeBron James be in the conversation? No, because the Lakers are 20-19. John Morant, with where the Memphis Grizzlies are right now, I'm okay putting him in the conversation. And one or both of those guys could potentially wind up on my ballot, which is the first thing that has to happen for them to actually win MVP. I don't see any way right now in which LeBron James ends up being one of the 5 names on my ballot. Maybe that changes, but as of right now, no chance.
Okay, so that was going to be my question for you, because you used the caveat, Rick, of having an actual opportunity to win the championship. So Memphis probably is not going to win the championship. DeMar DeRozan, they're probably not going to win the championship. So
I'm not saying win a championship. I'm just saying be like one of the first.
Okay, so
one of the top teams.
Say
in either
LeBron
conference.
sustains the numbers that he's having right now through the rest of the season, and the Lakers finish in the top 4 in the West. Would that change your mind?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it would.
Well,
yes, it would.
Or
do I expect that to happen? No, I do not.
They coming.